Alright, hungry, thirsty, all that good stuff. I need to unload my inventory. It's 6 a.m. I want to make a trip. I want to take a trip up to Dannemora and drive around up there, see if we can find any buildings that look like they might have like generators, or there's a few things I'm hoping to find. So I think we're going to take the trip up via this road here, up to Dannemora. We'll probably have to spend the night up there. I think I got a sleeping bag that we'll take with us. Well, yeah, we can just hop into a house somewhere, I guess. It's not really a big deal. Alright, let's drop inventory first, though. Back to this. So, crafting. Get rid of the filter. Drop in. Tools. Tools. Matches. And most of the rest of this is locked. Clothing and melee weapons. My snow pants. And some more wood axes for the pile. How many wood axes am I up to now? Yeah, we got a storage of wood axes. I'm not worried about running out. I was getting worried about my fire axe. I feel like they should change the system on the melee weapons with the other intricacies they've got, so that as durability drops, the damage also drops. Because right now it's looking like the system is, it works until it doesn't work, but you always maintain the exact same damage the entire time. I'm not sure what happens when you hit 0, if the item goes away or if it just can't be used anymore, can't be equipped. I haven't actually dropped something all the way to 0 to find out what the system is for that. But it feels like it should be dulling as time goes by. Durability goes down, I think the damage should go down too. That would force more. I also don't know how to repair these things. I'm hoping there's a sharpening option or something, but I haven't figured it out or seen it in action yet. Alright, so, that's it for that. Then we got the random stuff. Food. I don't think I picked up much in the way of ammo. Did we pick up books? It's usually under consumables. Nope, not much in the way of books. We mostly got food. We do have a few more medical items we can drop in. Alright, so, you know, let's throw... Oh, that's right, we have deer meat and stuff now I gotta figure out. We're gonna end up sitting around here for a while. We're almost full in the refrigerator, too. Well, let's at least get the meat in the refrigerator. I'll pull other stuff out if I have to, like these million apples and bananas. Keep one deer meat. Otherwise, I don't really care. I guess the butter should go in there. What are we up to? 114, and oh, we got lots of room in this one. Alright. Keep the deer meat. Keep the canteen. And everything else can go. Actually, I wanted the whiskey. Need to keep the whiskey. Thought I had whiskey locked down, but I can force the transfer. Either juice carton. Wow, that's a lot of juice. Smell 10% good. Does that mean it's 90% bad? What's that mean? Yeah, we're gonna roll with it. Nice smell, hungry, thirsty still. Drank the entire carton and was still thirsty. Carton is empty. Dismantle it. If I turn this on to cook the meat, I think we'll blow the generator. Why does the generator now have the big green bar? Ah. Does it? I don't understand. All right, well, let's turn it on. Let's add some deer meat. What do we got? Fried meat, seared meat. I don't know how to make better meals with stuff. Brewing, vegetable fat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's better. Fried meat? Seared meat? That takes cooking oil. I guess we'll go fried meat. Try one of each. Only seared meat on this one? Oh, I don't have enough cooking oil left. I got lots of cooking oil. Whoa! Did I get it out in time? Nope, burnt deer meat. Damn it. 45%. Ouch. Wonder what it is when it's not burnt. I didn't realize how fast that was going to cook. Don't need too many of those to keep you going. Fried wolf meat, 45%. Yeah, I don't know. That bar had gone down to just a little nub of red. I'm not sure what it was trying to indicate at this point. Alright, so we got something that we... Oh, dismantling hit 25. Bank it and muscle memory. Shredder, remove basic cutting tool requirement for furniture that requires it. Or Percy's assistant. 1/4 chance to receive 25% more yield than you normally would. It's a good one. I think I'm still just going to keep up the muscle memory to get the extra XP as our first choice for all of these. That the only one? That's the only one. Medical. Hungry and thirsty. So, burnt deer meat. And that got us to slightly well fed all on its own. Yeah, that's nice. Now we need to drink a whole bunch though. Back to canteen. Alright, hydrated. Alright, so we'll keep the other meat with me, and we've got the canteen filled up, plus we can just drink as we go around. Inventory is clear. Yep, inventory's clear. Not going to take schematics or books. We got the other vehicle out here we're going to drive. Don't think I need to do anything else. Alright, we're gonna go down to the main interchange and then head north. Do some third-person driving for a while. This one? So soon? Yep. Bucks Pond. Canning Road and Chazy Lake Road. Another big barn. Again, I'm not seeing like a farmhouse though. Farm tractor. I think those are drivable too. Let's take a look at this one real quick. I'm curious. Chop another deer up with an axe. Whoops. That's some crates. Wow. That's more like it. Seed. Oh, screw it. Take all that stuff. Another muck tub. I think I'm good on muck tub. What do you hold? 450. That's a new high. 450. A foam sword. A boopinator. We got a boopinator. Oh, only the Cataclysm diehards will know what the hell I'm talking about. I already talked about the difficulty options and that I bumped up to double zombies and such. I didn't touch the speed setting because that could be problematic if you're not careful. Once you pass a certain point on the speed setting, it's impossible to get away from the runners, which is not interesting gameplay because you're guaranteed to get swarmed and have zero chance of escaping. So we'll fiddle with the speed at some point, but I would rather change other options to make it more interesting. Yeah, foam sword, boopinator. 0 melee base damage, 1 melee base DPS. So apparently, in vain math, 0.3 times 0 equals 1. That's the way it works. That must be the new math you young kids are using nowadays. Planks, engine, piston assemblies. This is the kind of stuff I was looking for. Cattle feed, big, huge warehouse crates. Hold all my crap. Holy God, they do exist in the wild. They exist. It's like, what am I up to? About 22 hours of play or so far. And we've seen exactly one, this one, fire axe. Lootable. Well, I like farms. Bunny feed? That thing say bunny feed? I think that thing said bunny feed. Chicken feed, cattle feed, bunny feed. Don't need any of that. Lots of soil bags. Sure, I'll take some more soil bags. Yeah, bunny feed. I know where to go now for all my, I mean, obviously for my farming needs, come out to a farm, but also all this other stuff. Plus the massive crates, these 450 crates that I don't have to craft. That's going to look pretty funny stuck up on top of my car, my truck, though. All right, well, we know it's here. What are you, drying racks? Hay racks. Not drying racks for the leather. More crates. More soil bags. All right, I'm not going to take all this. Oh, wait. Search, move, destroy. Doesn't look like I can... Hey, it's got actual food. Okay. First time I've seen that kind of thing, too. More new stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm coming out to the country. Damn. I didn't come out here anywhere near soon enough. Another fire axe. This is where they're hiding them. Fire stations? Firemen? No. No fire axes. Farms? Fire axes. That's weird. How early is this early access? 3 days. If you want the literal answer. If your question is really how worth playing is it at this stage of its development? That kind of depends. Farm troughs. I want to know if I can drive this tractor. Oh, I can enter the tractor. Oop, facing the wrong way. Glove box. Ignition. Hotwire this bad boy. Oh, yeah. Whoa, here come the wolf. Sorry, wolf. The farm tractors are drivable. Whew, look at that. Look at that. Turn on a dime. Wheel squealing. That's funny. I'm on dirt in a tractor and I got squealing wheels. That's the proper way to hunt wolf meat in America. You hop in your combine tractor and you run the wolves over. Hey, Mr. Fox. Sorry, man. More crates, more fire axes. Feed, bolts, soil bags, roller brushes. No thanks. More parts. Hay bales. Metal rake. Yeah, okay. More food. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Just have to make a trip out here. Keep you going. Jeez. Every one of these is going to be food. I mean, this stuff's not the corn so much, but I mean, 0% hunger satiation. Some of the stuff is aging. The cabbage is fresh. 16%. Cabbage is pretty good. Yeah, so they're tracking some of that stuff. Seeds, more matches. Mostly I'm just kind of scanning for what kind of stuff is here at this point. I'm not going to worry too much about looting it all out. More bananas. I got enough bananas, thanks. Look at all these things, though. What you hiding up there? More crates? Oh my god, more crates. Pickaxe. First time I've seen a pickaxe. I know we need to mine or dig something up at some point. I've seen like limestone and some other materials like that in some of the crafting tables. Not gonna worry about barrels. Shovel. Good for injuring others, but even better for crafting. Can be used for burying stash containers? Hit the ground to get soil, usable in planters. If it's raining, you can get fishing bait. Well, okay. And more systems I didn't know were actually in the game. I'm particularly intrigued about that burying stash containers thing. Is that real, or is that not yet implemented? Another fire axe. Can't have too many of those. Oh, are we getting a little heavy? We're getting a little heavy, I think. Very encumbered. Oh boy. Ladders. So, barn, outbuilding, vehicle, tractor, tons of fire axes, food, seeds, soil bags, decent amount of tools. That's quite the stop. Yeah, let's test this stash container thing. So, tools. Where's the shovel? Why are you not in tools? Place, hold, quick use, so add to quick use. Hello, shovel. That's not how I usually hold the shovel when I'm trying to use it. You dig up a soil bag. Times 2. Times 3. Not sure if the berry thing is implemented. I have 5 quick slots now? I don't know actually how many quick slots you're allowed. I was actually assuming I only had 4. Alright, get rid of the filter. All of that stuff can just go straight in. So pickaxe can be used in mining. There is a tag for mining. Put those away. Okay, lessons learned. Important information gathered. Not gonna stop for that. Little community. Where does it say we are? Elsinore. Alright, so actual little community. I think I'll drive down there. Let's just drive. I just want to drive down to this. We'll do this, and then we'll come back out. We're not too far from Dannemora now. I was expecting it to be an overnight trip anyway, so. Ah, alright, another sip of coffee. What's my thoughts on this? Is it really like Zomboid? Sort of. I mean, it is Zomboid-ish. And by that, what I mean is, obviously, it has a different presentation. It's first person, third person versus top-down ISO. But it has a lot of the gameplay elements that Zomboid kind of focuses on in regards to buildings and how you interact with, you know, furniture and furnishings and electronics and all that kind of stuff. So the setting, the items, the buildings are almost exactly the same. You can do, from what I've seen so far, I think, more things in here with a lot of the interactables. And there's a lot of little hidden things that I'm still stumbling across constantly that are impressing me. They're actually in the game already. And the thing I'm most amazed about is the amazing diversity in buildings. I almost never come across a duplicate building. I mean, I'm almost 20 hours in. I've been to a lot of buildings, and I've only noticed like 2 that have been duplicates. And even those 2, they had different interior furnishings. One was completely like trashed with trash piles all over the place. The other one was a pristine house, very nicely outfitted and furnished and so on. Same floor plan, same design. And that's the only ones I've noticed, just like twice. So the level design, building designs, all that is just, considering a 2-person development team, I'm amazed. I've played a ton of these kinds of small project, survival, crafting, zombie style games, and usually these small asset flip ones, I'm not saying this is an asset flip, they are using assets that I recognize, but usually when I run into these kind of really small development team games that use a lot of assets they purchase off marketplaces, there's a whole lot of copy pasting going on, and there's a whole lot of repetition. I'm not seeing any of that here, so I'm constantly finding cool, interesting buildings, which really, really helps with the immersion factor. But 90% of the enjoyment of the game vein right now is you got to be really into the exploration, the world building, crafting, gathering, base building, and managing stuff. Because the combat is pretty rudimentary, very rudimentary. If you're looking for combat, if you're into high stakes fighting and all that kind of stuff, this isn't it. Not yet, at least. But I mean, the combat in Project Zomboid is very rudimentary as well. I mean, there's nothing particularly super engaging or interesting or deep or complex about that system either. So I don't hold it against this game too much at this point. It's there. It's enough to be some kind of a danger and a pushback on the player. But it is very early. I mean, it's 3 days into early access. They've been around for a while in kind of an off-Steam beta phase and all that. So it's very well developed for where it's at. But it does have quite a ways to go. But, I mean, it's like $18 currently. So as long as you're into all these other aspects of the gameplay and you enjoy, you'll get your money's worth at this stage. So that's kind of where it's at. Yeah, let's go down this road. Do some more exploring. Elsinore, New York. I think we're already at the turnoff, and I'm not seeing much that's too interesting. Maybe there's some community governmental style building somewhere, but it's looking like just a few houses currently. Yeah, alright, we're gonna turn around. I don't think there's much here at the moment. Runners! Why you gotta run into me? I think it's gonna be the same down that way. Let's keep heading back up to Dannemora. A proper starting area. There's 4 different starting areas on the map. We're heading to a different one than what I started at. We've had a few instances when I've been driving where the game starts lagging out a bit. I'm not getting any frame drop messages currently. There's some kind of a industrial something or other. Is this a waste station? Yeah, I'm not getting any frame drop messaging. Let me check a few things here. So I don't think it's on my end or Twitch's end. System performance. What are we running right now? 32 CPU, 70 GPU. That's about right. That's what we've been at quite often. So if it's lagging a bit, I'm not sure why. Yeah, this looks like a waste management area. Off with your head. What do we got? Most of this I'm not going to care about. Yeah, alright, I don't see anything very interesting here. Oops. Gotta get me one of those one of these days. Keep traveling. Top of the hill. Let me see here. Anything interesting? Not really. Smokestack right there. So where are we at? Coming up on Dannemora turnoff. So yeah, we're gonna follow that road down that direction. Punch the dashboard. Go ahead and take this turn. Alright, I've never been here. No idea what this place looks like. I think it's the largest of the developed ones. Maybe this was what was in the demo. Water tower. So, let's take a brief look around here. Alright, I'm gonna head... Unless I spot something really interesting down a side street, I'm gonna stay on the main road. Get out of here. I'm going to stay on the main road. Get to this, probably this main thoroughfare right through town is the first thing I want to look at. And then we may branch out from there. Oh, don't do that. Uh-oh. Another school? Oh, another school. Smaller than the last one. Mostly I would be interested in getting into like the utility tool shop room. Let's... I could probably go drive next to it and it'll tell me, but... Substation is what we were just at earlier. I don't see a school listing on here. Medical building, office building, industrial building. Unknown. Let's use large office building for a symbol, I guess. Alright, we'll keep going. I may come back to it. Can always use more skill books. Housing. Interesting. Whoa. Oh. Crouched. What do we got here? Duck-Bill Bakery. How are you doing, bagels and croissants? Doesn't tell me status there. 4% bad. It seems like they're still in pretty good shape. Gotta grab the donuts. Man, it's got a lot of bakery goods compared to the last bakery we found. Turn the flashlight off. It's easier for me to see the cursor. Anything to drink? Bag of fries. Screw you, bag of fries. You're not worth it. It takes too much effort. Too much gas. You guys still got water? You still got water. Alright, we're hydrated. I'm not going to fill stuff over here. Oh, I do want to look for meds, though. Bandages. Antibiotics. And I'm not going to worry about that stuff. Kitchen area. Another large water bottle. That'll take. Oh, what do we got here? Salt packs. That makes sense. Yeast. Butter. Flour. I mean, this kind of attention to detail. It's a bakery. We got eggs. We got all the different little components. We got the Secrets of Bread book. Hell yeah. I mean, this kind of stuff just makes me really happy to see. This kind of very, very specific, tailored content that makes sense for the environment. Alright, cool. Glad I stopped. Have an axe. And the world's not completely flat. You got these rolling hills and stuff. Really impressed. Alright, where are we? Not quite there yet. Housing, housing, housing. Runners. And nope. That looks like another structure of some kind I might want to take a look at. Again, combat looks very simple. It is very simple, but it's made worse by the character I'm playing. Fireman with axes with really high strength. Letting me quick strike, one hit, all this stuff. Alright, truck. Outbuildings. Propane tanks. Come on. Different arrangement. What kind of stuff you got? Screwdriver. One of these times I'm going to hit something and it's not going to fall down. And then I'm going to take some strikes. Surveyor. So many objects in the game. Large soda bottle. No thanks. Alright, nothing particularly interesting. I can't not keep taking axes. Another concrete bag. I don't see many of those. I think I've only seen one other soldering iron. Same thing over here. 2 for 1. Same basic tool setup. Oh, hi there. A roller machine. So many. Framing nail pack. That's new. Alright, let's get out of here. Got it. Basic town utility stuff. Fog is rolling in. Oh, prison. I've heard things about the prison. Starting with, it's super hard to get into. Okay, I guess now we know where that's at. What do we got up here? Some kind of a mart. A lot of interesting buildings here. So, this is right on the... Oh, okay. Prison. Got it. Guess that's pretty easy to spot on the map. Alright, let's stop here. Take a look at the area. Truck bed. Recently looted. Put them all in the box. Alright. We'll look at that here in a sec. I want to look over here first. What do we got? Another food mart. A little bigger than the other ones I've seen. Oh, pharmacy. Well, that makes it more interesting. Gotta hop the counter, do I? What do we got? Just regular food up here? Yep. Just all convenience food here. Oh, that's meds. Meds. There we go. Yeah, quite a bit of the basic meds. So the first aid kits you want to pop open. Sometimes they have stuff, sometimes they don't. They're just containers. Alright, oxygen tank bag. You have a rebreather and a portable air tank. I think you can do scuba. I think they had some scuba stuff set up at the fishing tutorial spot in the creative world, the sandbox. Oh. These are also meds. I was expecting regular loot in the cabinets. Okay. Those are empty. That's kind of messy looking. Holy crap. Okay, we got burn cream. A lot of antibiotics, painkillers, 10 hex antibiotics. Or antidepressants, I mean. Pick the right option here. Cold medicine. I haven't seen a cold. I haven't seen sprains or breaks on limbs. There's items for those things, but I've never experienced them in game yet. Yeah, this is quite the score for medical gear. Oops. Alright, where are you? Is this a tough lock? I kind of got out of sync there. Further down? No. Further up? Come on. Yeah, these are tough locks. But they're still almost always to the right. We are stacked for medicine. To the left, finally. Really? Wow, this one's way to the left, finally. Been a while since we had one go that far left. Yeah, you can hit more than one enemy with a swing. I don't know if all weapons are like that. I've really been focusing on axe this run. So much to loot here. I think I went too far. Yeah. Oh, wow. Another big one. When did he start wiggling? That's hilarious. There's probably more of that kind of stuff here, because like I said, I think this is where the demo was, this one location. Is he gonna pop out of that thing and come and get me? What? Blew him through the wall. Nah, don't want any of that. I don't think we'll find much interesting here. This looks like admin or break room. Skinny jeans, you know, unless you like skinny jeans. Mostly clean clothing, though. Actually, I will take the sweatpants. Bathroom? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool spot. A lot of vehicles. These are openable, usually. Or not. I think I got into one of these. Alright, 5:30. I gotta make sure. Oh, another army man. Oh, no, swamp member. Better gear? No, terrible gear. What is that? Gas station, more housing. Jeff Zombie. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. What are you? You got picnic tables, restaurant, good times, local depot. A lot of stuff on the shelves. Oh, even cooking implements. We got different categories of items, do we? A lot of vehicles in a concentrated area here, too. I don't know. Were there lights on in the pharmacy? I didn't notice. It's daylight. Thought I had the flashlight on. The vending machines have light. Yeah, it does have lights. Yeah, why does it have electricity? I don't know. Can't answer that. I repopulated the zombies. Huh. They got power here. Why do they have power here? And is it just this building? I need to find a place with a bed real quick. It's already 6 o'clock. It's going to get dark. Although if they have power here, I guess it won't really matter. Let's go up this road to this first house. I need to make sure I clear it and have a bed. This one will do. That is a lot of medical items. Go see if all the places have power. Nope. I don't know. Maybe the pharmacy's got its own generator that's still running. This design I recognize. We have seen this. 2 for 1. Somebody in the bathroom. Alright, where's this last one? Ah. right. Who's drumming their feet? Somebody upstairs? Dismantle, 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 dismantle. Dismantle, 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 dismantle. Build. Utility cabinet, you. Build. Alright. Got the utility cabinet down. That should suppress respawns and all that, I believe. Let's have a couple of drinks. Check for meds. Not like we need many more meds after that pharmacy. Alright, we got a bed. 7 o'clock. What's our status? Hydrated, drowsy, everything's looking pretty good. I still have my wolf meat. I'm gonna wait till the morning to eat that. Sure, we'll take some water. We're still not finding very many batteries. We had the best luck at the school. Strawberry donut. Alright, we got some nibble food. No electricity, so no TV for us. I think I'm just gonna sleep for like 10 hours. Or 12. So, we have made it to Dannemora. Got the pharmacy done. We know where there's a prison. I doubt I'll be able to get into the prison. I think you need heavy-duty tools to break into the prison. But it's one of the places with the best gear and or weapons, I think, in the game currently. No idea if it has additional danger or zombie populations or anything. Why do I destroy corpses? Because corpses and blood splatter will draw zombies to the location. So, the zombies have a smell system, and if there are corpses and or blood splatter, it causes the zombies to migrate to your location. Plus, you can get... the smell will actually build up, and you'll get a reading about it on your journal here, and it can make you sick. So, generally, anywhere I'm going to spend any time, especially any place where I'm going to sleep, I will clean up my corpses. Plus, you can run into issues with the game long-term with just massive piles of corpses everywhere that the game has to keep track of. So, you know, eliminating them cuts down on the load on the game. Yeah, you can loot zombies. I just choose not to with all these low-level or standard zombies. They almost never have anything I care about. Specialized zombies like firefighters, sheriffs, SWAT guys, nurses, things like that, I'll check. But the bog standard zombies, it's extremely rare that they have anything. It's not worth my time. And anything they do have, I'm already getting through the boxes and cabinets and other loot options, so... it just doesn't make it worth any time to loot all the regular ones. No NPCs of any kind that I'm aware of. No traders, no bandits, nothing like that. Animals and zombies. What about the dismantle XP? What are we talking about? All right. Wow. Now that is proper darkness in a video game. I'm spinning in a circle. That's how you do dark. I love it. Why would I care? I can dismantle every damn thing you see, pretty much. I mean, yeah, they have clothes, but I mean, do you really want to sit here and watch me go through each and every zombie and individually click on their clothes and then click on dismantle 6 times per zombie over and over and over and over again? I'm going to go on a dismantling spree. We're almost to the point where I'm going to do that. I've talked about it, but I'm not there quite yet. We're going to be going to warehouses and dismantling big stuff for big XP. I just can't be bothered to dismantle or even look at the loot for the regular zombies. And it's not like there's a shortage of them. I'm never going to run out of them. So it's all time cost savings. It's what do you focus on for the time you're spending. I don't consider individually dismantling clothing off the basic zombies to be all that worthwhile. Dismantling XP is dismantling XP. It's not like you get more XP for... Or you get categories of XP, like clothing dismantling versus woodworking dismantling. It's all the same thing. So I'd rather take apart some big thing that gives me like 1,000 XP than fiddle with a huge number of little tiny things. I've been yakking again. It is 8 o'clock. We're going to go 10 hours. And we'll get moving again. Ah. All right. We can see again. But yeah, I love proper darkness. Make it black. If I'm in a sealed room, sweet. I don't actually know if there's a limit to these things, these utility cabinets. So these are how you designate your base. You drop this down, and when you first drop it down, it shows a radius, a circle radius around the cabinet. That's your protected zone, and all your workbenches and equipment within that zone is yours, and it decays over time unless you feed this thing raw materials to keep the decay from happening. And then if any enemy players get into your base and get to your cabinet, that then gives them free access to loot all your crap. I'm not sure if they can still loot through locked items that you attach locks to or not, but I don't do PvP, so I don't really care about that stuff myself. But this is how you designate kind of your base area. I don't know if there's a limit to how many of these I could set up. I don't know if it matters if I destroy these. Yeah, I don't know how that part works. Hey there, Jake C62. Thanks very much. Appreciate your Prime sub. Let's go look at the prison real quick. Actually, yeah, they do not have power here, right? There was not a gas pump over at the farm.